My name's Chris Johnstone. I'm the president of Connection Incorporated. We're a digital marketing company, and we work solely in the mortgage industry. So we have been helping mortgage lenders, mortgage brokers close more deals from online marketing for coming up on 15 years now, which is mind-boggling when you think about it. And we have learned a lot over that time period. And I'm going to be sharing with you 3 pathways to closing more loans in your business automatically. We're actually going to be talking all about automation of follow-up with your prospects. And once you get these systems in place, they work automatically without you really having to do anything. So the thing about systems is that they suck to set up, but once you have them set up, they are phenomenal because they run over and over and they don't depend on you actually having to do the work in your business every day. So every day, I'm going to show you how to get appointments booked in your calendar from people that want to submit a mortgage application or from your past customers who are sending you referrals, and all of that happening automatically in your business. So this is going to help you close more loans, and let's get into it. So the first thing that we want to start with here is that the goal of marketing is not to generate a lead. It is to generate a profit. And that is a really big difference, because there's a lot of companies out there that are talking about how many, pardon me for the noise in the background there. There's a ton of companies out there that talk about how many leads they can generate, or they can generate leads on Facebook for $4 or whatever it is. And that's all well and good, but the whole purpose of advertising is to get you on the phone with somebody who wants a mortgage and that you close that deal at a profit. And I wanted to take you through the 3 pathways today, because oftentimes advertising is one of the hardest ways to bring those customers in. And really, marketing to your past customer database, that's the lowest hanging fruit. So if you're out there and you don't have a system or process in place to reliably and consistently generate leads from your database, you're absolutely going to love this. Make sure you stick around to the end. The second pathway that you have to grow your business is through referral partners. I'm going to be giving you a pathway to generate free leads from your real estate partners, generate business for them, and generate business for yourself at the same time. And then we're going to talk about actually running ads on Facebook and Google and how to automatically vet those leads, because most of them are not going to turn into deals. So you need an automatic system in your business to vet those leads so that you don't actually have to talk to those people until they're ready to submit an application or book an appointment. And that's what it's all about. We're using automation to automate all of the tasks that should be happening in your business, but probably aren't, and free up your time so that your marketing is essentially generating you only that low-hanging fruit, and that way your systems are much more profitable. So go with me here all the way back to 2016. This is an article that was published by Quicken Loans, and this is actually a news article. And in it, it says that Quicken Loans, the lender, funded $7 billion in closed loans through Rocket Mortgage in 2016. So for those of you that are Canadian listeners here, Rocket Mortgage is essentially an online application tool. I'm not doing it justice there, but basically people can go online, submit all their information, and they feel like they're starting the mortgage application process online. And it was bought by Quicken Loans way back, I believe, in 2015. And back then it was, well known, but not nearly well known as it is today. So, so back in 2016, 7% of Quicken Loans' total closed loan volume came through that tool. So it's an online digital mortgage application tool. 7% of Quicken Loans' total volume, and they funded $7 billion worth of mortgages through that tool. Can anybody guess in the comments how many mortgages were funded last year through this tool? Well, I'll take it through, but I would love to see your comments in the comment section. Over 66% of total loans in 2019 were funded through that online process. If you look down at the bottom of this news article, it says in May, Quicken Loans had the highest closed loan volume for home purchases in the company's history. More than 2/3 of those customers are using Rocket Mortgage, which is Quicken Loans' ubiquitous, fully online mortgage process. Now, 3/4 of those home shoppers are buying their first home. That is a ridiculous amount of volume in just 3 years' time. Now, although I'm sure they've done a really good job of promoting that tool, it's not the company that's driving that change. It is the customers. And our customers are driving the breakneck speed of change to a digital conversion experience. Now, I would like to say something because I know everybody knows that I'm kind of like I'm a marketing nerd, and I'm also kind of like a tech guy, right? So everybody's going to think that I'm totally on board for like the fully digital mortgage experience. Our customers aren't there yet. I don't know necessarily that they ever will be, because we as mortgage professionals are helping people through the largest purchase transaction of their lives, right? And that requires a personal touch. It requires a relationship. And the people that have the best experience are going to be the ones that actually have a face-to-face relationship with their lender, if at least a phone relationship with their lender, not a computer. But if we want to get out there and we want to get in front of our customers, we have to understand that our customers are digital, and we need to meet them where they want to be met in order to start the relationship. We can't expect people to find us in the yellow pages anymore. Those days are gone. We all know that, right? People need to find us online, be able to research us online, and then reach out to us digitally to be able to book the appointment to start the relationship. But the relationship starts digitally, and your follow-up needs to be digital. Now, I see also a lot of news in the mortgage industry, in the mortgage community, that Facebook is dying and Instagram is dying and Google is dying and all that kind of stuff. Typically, those people are trying to sell you something that is not one of those services. If you look at, and again, I'm not, at the end of this webinar, we are going to have an offer for you. It is to invest in our CRM program. We have an incredible deal for you here. What it's going to do is automate all of your follow-up sequences and help you book appointments with your leads. So we're not talking about our Facebook ads product or our Google ads product or our mortgage concierge product on today's webinar. This is all about sales automation using a CRM so that you work less on actual follow-up with people, but close more deals, right? But what I wanted to show you is that our customers are demanding a digital experience. So if you look at Facebook, they are still growing at a ridiculous rate. They have surpassed over 2 billion active users. And that's with a B. And that an active user is somebody that has logged on to the Facebook service within the last 30 days. If you think about that, there's roughly 7.5 billion people on the planet. 2 billion of them are active on Facebook. If you take a look at the monthly active Instagram users, Instagram has now passed 1 billion users. So you've got 2 billion users on Facebook, 1 billion users on Instagram. Arguably some of those are, they have accounts on both, but still it's a ridiculous amount of people and growing. Every year that number grows and people are still using those networks, especially people that are buying homes. The first-time home buyers are on Instagram, and your general purchase buyers are on Facebook, and everybody uses Google to search, right? Digital conversion is the pathway to a successful mortgage business in the future. Now, check this out. I don't know if how many of you are iPhone users, but they've got that funky little tool that came out where they actually help you track your daily usage on your device. I don't know about you, but when I saw those numbers, I was shocked at how much time I spend on my mobile device. The average North American is now spending 4 hours a day looking at the screen of their phones because we're using it, yes, for social media, but also for all of our email, for all of our phone conversations, for our news, for our music, for communicating with our friends, our family, our coworkers. All of that is happening on screen. So if you think you're up for, let's say, 12 hours a day 1/3 of your day, you're bent over looking at a mobile device, which is incredible. And that's our customer. Now, in communicating your sales message to these people, there are average industry benchmarks for how email is working to convert customers. So we know that our clients are online. We know that they're glued to their mobile devices. So if you want to generate deals from your past customers, or generate a relationship with a realtor referral partner, or help close more of those leads or close more of your deals, you're not going to be able to just call these people and convert them, right? You have to use their cell phone, their tablet, as the way to communicate with those people in order to get a response. Now, the average open rate on email marketing is 17.92%. We'll round that up to, let's say, 20% for easy math, right? That means that 80% of the emails that you send aren't getting opened, especially to people that you're marketing to. So people that have clicked on your advertisements, filled out a form, whatever it is. So if you look at that from a results perspective, if you're sending 100 messages, really only 20 people or less than that are actually ever going to open that message. Then if you actually look at the click-through rate at 2.69%, often in the mortgage industry, we'll see that number around 1%. So that means even of the people that open your message, only 1% of those people are going to click on whatever it is that you're asking them to do. So all of the time, we get people that reach out to us and they say, hey, I'm getting all these leads, I'm getting into great conversations, then I email over the mortgage application and people don't fill it out. Of course not. They're on a mobile device and you're sending it through email. Most of them are never going to click on it. The ones that do click on it, look at a massive form that they're trying to fill out on a mobile device. It's just too long. It's too laborious at this point. You need to make sure that all of your communication is not to try and get that person to fill out the app online. It is to get them to call you so that you can help them through the process, or to get them to book an appointment so that you or one of your staff members can actually take the application over the phone, or at least spend 10 minutes with that person qualifying them so you know if it's worth your time to continue to follow up on that lead, right? So the first, major takeaway that we have here is stop sending mortgage applications to people through email and expecting them to figure it out. Send them appointment links where they can book an appointment with you or somebody on your team so that you can actually get the mortgage and actually get that application done. Now, what we're going to be talking about here today is how to use email marketing, ringless voicemail marketing, and text message marketing to get more people to close loans with you. So if we look at email really only getting a 20% open rate, if you look at voicemail messages and you calling your customers, studies are showing that only 33% of people listen to voicemail from business contacts. So if they don't recognize the number as being in their address book or being in their contacts, most people won't actually listen to your voicemail. Now, compare that to text messaging. Research shows that SMS open rates are as high as 98%, which is compared to just 20% of all emails. And on average, this is the really staggering part, it takes 90 seconds for somebody to respond to a text message and 90 minutes to respond to an email if they're going to respond at all. So we know that text messaging is the main pathway that we should be using to convert our customers. It has the highest open rate by far, and it has a much higher response rate. Now, here's the really cool thing. Facebook Messenger and Messenger through Instagram and Facebook actually has an even better open rate. Open rates on instant messages right now are 98%, and the click-through rate is 12 times higher than email. So our CRM tool also allows you to send Facebook Messenger messages to people in a sequence. It all happens automatically as long as they've communicated with you through Facebook to start that conversation. So I'm going to teach you a method here called the trifecta. And all that is omni-channel communication with your past customers, and with your leads. Because when we stack all of these together, it's not like 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. Each one compounds on the others. So if you're just sending your clients emails right now, you're leaving a large portion of money on the table. When you use email and you call them, you get a bump, but because you're using more than one communication method, it's actually going to get you a much better response than it would be if you were just calling them, right? But when you stack on, again, text messaging, you get another bump. And then when you add on direct messaging, you get another bump, right? So it's normal for us to see people that are only talking to 5%, 10% of the leads that they're generating, or when they send out marketing to their past customer database, they might get 2 or 3 responses. It's very easy to double, triple, or sometimes quadruple the amount of people that you have replying back just by stacking on other communication methods. Because when people get an email and then a phone call, then a text message, they say, hey, this person's really good at follow-up. This person really wants a response from me, and then they'll respond. And that results in, if it's your past customer, them sending a referral or them coming back at renewal time. If it's a new lead, they will reply back and tell you whether they're interested or not. So it's normal for us to see online lead generation campaigns converting 40%, 50% of the leads that are generated into a response because we're stacking the communication channels. It makes a massive difference. So here's the big picture. It's not just marketing that's gone digital. It's the entire way that we need to communicate with our leads, our referral partners, and our clients. And this is a change. From this point forward, from being on this webinar up until this point, moving forward, you're going to look at your communication with everybody differently. Everybody has a communication path that they enjoy using. Some people really love to text. Some people really like to talk on the phone. Some people still love to email. Some people have defaulted just almost entirely to Facebook Messenger messages, right? When you find the communication pathway that your customer wants to speak in, that's when you win the deal, right? So you do need to be on all of them. The other really important point here, and this is specifically for new leads and new lead generation. Zillow actually came out with the stat that buyers spend an average of 4.4 months shopping for a home to buy, and sellers spend even longer. It's 7 months on average just thinking about listing their home. And that means the majority of the money when you're buying online leads is at the 3-month and 4-month mark. Because while people are doing their research, they're filling out your forms. They're seeing how you communicate with them, how your follow-up is, right? And the shocking thing about sales statistics is that most of us only focus on a lead in the first week. Normally, it's like you get a lead, you'll call them right away, you might email them right away, and then, a couple days later, you might try again. If they don't reply back, it's just like, not worth my effort. Well, the majority of those transactions are happening at the 3 and 4 month mark. You need automated systems in place so that when that lead is ready to convert, you're there. You've already built the relationship. They know you, they like you, they trust you, and they convert with you, and you get the phone call that says, hey, I'm ready to go. We have a couple of questions at this point, but you're the only lender that's really kept in touch with us. You're the only mortgage broker that's done a really good job on your follow-up. We really like you. We've read some reviews about you online. Looks like you do a great job. That's where the money is in online marketing and online lead generation. And your database marketing, I think it's fair to say that everybody here on this call could probably do a little bit better job with database marketing. I mean, I would love for you to leave in the comments, how many of you right now are only communicating with your past customers via email, right? If you really want the most amount of deals from your database, it should be direct mail, phone calls, and text messages, and then emails if you can, right? And so most of us have got that conversion pathway totally backwards. And we're wondering why we're not getting the same response that we used to from our database marketing and from our newsletter marketing. It's because our customers have changed, but we haven't adapted our communication pathways in order to meet our customers. So here's some interesting sales statistics for you. And the reason why I present this to you is because I want you to see the opportunity and how easy it is for you to beat your competitors. I mean, how many of you have had a realtor that's approached you and said, hey, do you want to partner on my Zillow leads? Or will you pay for half my Facebook ad spend or whatever it is? And then you ask them, like, how are you following up on these leads? And they don't really have a way to follow up on their leads. It's just like, yeah, I might call them a couple of times. Most of them are garbage. Like, that's normal, right? So if you just look at sales in general, 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect, right? 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. Only 12% of salespeople will make 3 contacts, then they stop. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. So if you think about that, 90% of the leads that are being generated in the mortgage industry right now might get 3 messages from somebody and then they drop off. It takes an average of 4.4 months for that person to make a buying decision. So all you have to do is be the person that automates your sales follow-up and you win. It's a real simple strategy, but it's exceptionally effective for those of us that are mature enough about our marketing to understand that the people that are trying to convert leads in the first 30 days aren't like, that's, you can't sell somebody a mortgage. You can sell somebody a pair of shoes. You know, you see the shoes, you like the shoes. Okay, it's $100, whatever. I'll buy the shoes, right? You can convince somebody through marketing to buy a pair of shoes. Mortgages don't work that way. They have to be in the life circumstance and be at the point in the real estate transaction that they want the house. We have to be there when they're ready for us, not the other way around. And marketing automation is the way to do that. So all of your customer communication channels need to be digital and automated. You need a system in place, because we all know if we rely on us, we'll be really good at it for about 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden we get busy, right? If you do a good job at your marketing automation, you're going to get a whole bunch of deals that come into the business. Then you've got to stop working on the follow-up to actually go and process the deals and follow up and do all that stuff. That's what creates the rainbows of income in the mortgage business. We do all this activity, marketing and working to our databases and all that stuff. All the deals come in, then we stop doing the activities that are actually creating the business for us to fund the transactions. And then we look at our pipeline and we're like, oh man, my pipeline's dried up. I got to go back to marketing, right? I got to start communicating with my database again. I got to start running the ads again. And that creates a rainbow. What marketing automation does is it makes it so that you can continue to work on your business processes and close those loans, but you get a steady, consistent flow of those appointments and new applications so that you can continue to grow your business. We want it going up and to the right, right? Not the rainbows of income like so many of us do. Now, the really amazing thing about what I'm going to show you here today with our Connect My Leads CRM program is that this can be applied to every single aspect of your business. So if you have a lead channel or a source of business, what you can do inside the software is you create a marketing automation for that specific type of lead or that specific person or customer. And in that messaging is the right message to market match. So even though the processes are all the same, like, you know, day 1, you send the email, day 2, you send the text message, day 3, they get the voicemail, like the process always stays the same on how often you follow up with people. And we have those all laid out in the software for you. You don't have to think about that. It's all pre-laid out with templates and the timing and all that good stuff. But what does change is the messaging that's inside those templates. So you want conversion pathways for every single flow of money that comes into your business. So your past customers get a specific marketing campaign that they're in. Then your realtor referrals. So when a realtor refers you business, we have a campaign that sits inside there that says, hey, you were referred by X realtor. Thank you so much. Here's the next step in the process, right? If you're getting new leads from Zillow or Boomtown or Commissions Inc. or whatever it is, you need a specific follow-up in there that says, hey, you were out looking for homes on Zillow. We've got that information that you're looking for to let you know how much you qualify for and what your monthly payment is going to be. Here's how to book an appointment, right? New leads from listings. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can generate leads from your realtor referral partners. Their new listings are a phenomenal source of lead generation on Facebook and Instagram. But when those leads come in, they need specific messaging, a specific marketing automation to speak their language. If you have a database of old leads that you've potentially generated yourself from Google or Facebook or Instagram, or potentially realtors have sent them over to you, specific messaging for those people. Hey, previously you were interested in purchasing a home. We're still wondering if you're interested and if you'd like us to let you know how much you qualify for, what your monthly payment's going to be, right? There's retargeting advertising. You can generate leads from your SEO or your online ratings and reviews. You've got Facebook and Instagram leads, Google and YouTube leads. If you've got a podcast that you're running, or radio or TV or print, whatever it is, all of those people need a marketing automation to speak to them based on where they came from. And that will dramatically increase the number of those leads that turn into deals, because everybody feels like they're getting the right service for them, right? So this turns into a consumer purchase pathway. And remember, once you're done and you're on the inside and you have these marketing automations set up, you only have to do the work once. You write the templates out one time, and then you just set it, forget it, and let the leads go through the process. The CRM will actually show you, hey, here's how many leads you put in, here's how many replied back, and then you can track how many you've converted, how much you made per deal. It actually helps you calculate your return on investment from the deals that you're doing from the system. You do the hard, heavy lifting up front, which it's full of templates for you. So all you've really got to do is just change the template that we have in there to modify it to your business, and then it's good to go for you. So you take new leads and your database and you put them into the appropriate custom conversion pathway. That marketing automation is going to start sending out messages, ringless voicemails, text messages, emails, and if Facebook Messenger messages are appropriate, it'll send those as well. Inside each of those messages are links where people can book an appointment with you to actually schedule a mortgage application appointment, right? Those appointments come into your calendar automatically if you want them to. You can put the call to action, call me at this phone number, and have people call you directly. That's okay. But we're finding that people love the ability to click a link, see times that work with their schedule, and schedule themselves into your calendar. We've got this really cool automation where we sync to your Google Calendar, so it doesn't show when you have, it shows only the times when you're available, and you can customize it, right? So you get appointments when you want them. You show up to the appointments, take the application, and close sales. It's very simple. And again, the whole process becomes automated once you have these things set up. Now, here's the funky thing about the mortgage industry specifically. I go to a lot of conferences. I'm in a bunch of masterminds. I get to see these types of marketing systems applied across a lot of industries. And where the mortgage industry tends to be a little bit light is what happens after the closed sale. Because immediately you should have an automated system that goes out to that person that after they fund their loan that says, hey, thank you so much for your business. If you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or refinance, please pass my information along. Our business is literally built on your referrals. Here's how to send us referrals, and we're going to keep in touch in the future. We're really looking forward to helping you out when you're ready for your next mortgage, but also all of your friends and family. Can we count on you to help us with that? That whole process of building the relationship and turning your database into a culture of people that want to refer you, you can automate that process. You should automate that process. So you immediately start to indoctrinate those people, not in a weird way. Indoctrinate's kind of a weird word, but if you're sending people messages explaining why it's a really good idea to send you referrals, they will, right? So you can automate that messaging process. We actually have a template inside the CRM to help you do that. The other thing that you really need to automate is the 5-star online reviews on Google. Every customer that you close that has a great transaction, you should be able to tag them with one tag and then have the automated system go out and teach people, here's how you to leave me a 5-star review on Google, and make sure that that review gets left. And then the lifetime customer journey is staying in touch with people at least quarterly and ideally monthly in order to check in and get as many referrals as you possibly can so that you're generating as much profit as possible from all of the deals that you've already done. And again, all of this can be automated. So conversion pathways are simply little systems, little robots in your business that turn all inbound inquiries into booked appointments and converted deals using custom messages, depending on where they came from, but the exact same system or follow-up timing every single time. So now that we know that, let's go through and actually walk through some campaigns. I'm going to give you 3 conversion pathways for more profit in your business. The first is the past customer database activator. The second is the referral multiplier, which is going to show you how to get realtors to send you their Zillow leads for free. And then the third is the digital marketing appointment blueprint. So here we are, campaign number 1, the past customer database activator. This comes with a warning. This regularly converts 10% of past customers into deals, so start small. I don't recommend launching this to any more than 50 past customers at a time. We actually had one client who took this system. He had just over 100 past customers in his database. His database was much larger than that, but he chunked it down to just over 100 for the first blast. He worked with his account manager. We loaded it up into the system for him. We actually helped him click the send button. And then he went out to lunch with a realtor. He came back and he had over 10 voicemail messages from past customers that wanted to talk with him. And, you know, some of them were just touch and base, but some of them had referrals for him. So he immediately called us and was like, shut that thing off. I don't want the second message to go out. I can't handle it. Like you've got to shut this thing off. Let me get all the referrals I can from the people that are in the system right now. And then we'll turn it back on, but shut this thing off. So, I mean, what a great problem to have, right? So what we do is we program a system inside your mortgage business that goes out every 90 days. So this is like a cash surge that comes in quarterly. And it starts with a ringless voicemail. So you record an audio message. And the way their ringless voicemail works, if you're not familiar with it, is the person's phone will chirp, as in they're getting a phone call, but then it looks like it disconnects or that the call hasn't come through completely. And then about 20 seconds later, there's a voicemail that pops up on their phone. So it looks like you called them, they missed the call, and then the voicemail gets inserted into their voicemail box. The next day, there's a text message that goes out. Right. And the important part about that is, hey, my mortgage lender reached out to me. They're probably not going to call you back, but they get that warm, fuzzy feeling. They'll listen to the message and look, oh, wow, that's really nice. They were thinking of me. They reached out. I'm going to give you the script that we send out here. They get the warm, fuzzy feeling from the ringless voicemail, but they don't necessarily convert. But when you send the text message, remember, the majority of your customers want to text you, not call you, right? So the second day, the text message goes out, and you get a better response from the text message because the ringless voicemail went out the day before. So we're communicating with our customers using the communication channel that they prefer. Then we follow it up with an email. In the script, it says, hey, I reached out. I wasn't 100% sure whether I had your cell phone number or your home phone number. So I sent you a text, but I'm just following up. I was thinking about you, and here's how you send referrals, basically, right? So that compound communication system, the trifecta of the 3 different types of communication, work to get you a much better response than if you were just sending an email or just sending a text message or just sending a handwritten letter, right? Again, all of this stuff works and you get a compound effect from sending them all in a short period of time. So here's your voicemail script. And at this point, this is where you kind of like, if your office door is open right now, or you've been kind of listening in the background, I know none of you are driving in your car right now, but if you were, now would be the time to pull over to the side of the road, pull out your notepad. This is where we're getting into the scripts and the actual systems of the thing, right? So the voicemail script goes like this. Your name popped into my head, so I thought I'd reach out. Thanks again for your business. There's been a lot of news out there about rates and housing, and I wanted you to know that if you, your family, friends, coworkers looking to purchase, refinance, or simply have questions about financing, I'm happy to help. Our business is built on your referrals. And if you know anybody that has any questions or they're looking to buy, sell, or refinance, simply CC us both on an email. And my email is, and then you insert them, right? And you can also tag us on social media, or feel free to pass along my phone number. My phone number is, then you give them the phone number. I'm happy to make sure they get the same great, amazing experience that we had together. Hope you're having a great day, and chat soon. So that voicemail message takes, maybe 20 seconds to record, and they get that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. Followed the next day is the text messaging script. They get a text message from you. It says, hey, so-and-so, it's my name. I gave you a call yesterday. Thank you again for your business. If you have any questions about your current financing, or if you know anyone looking to buy, sell, or thinking about a refinance, please pass my information along. And then all of your contact information is automatically put in there by the CRM. The next day, there's an email that goes out. Hey, past customer name, it's your name. I gave you a call the other day and sent you a text, but I'm not 100% sure if we have your landline or your cell phone, so I'm just making sure that you got the message. The main point is to sincerely say thank you for your business. It was fantastic working with you and helping you get your financing. Our business is built on referrals, and I would truly appreciate it if you would tell your friends and family about us when the timing is right. If you know anyone looking to buy a home, selling a home, or that's looking for help with a refinance, please pass my information along. Thank you again. And then all your contact information. So now what we've done at this point is we've actually inserted ourselves as what I call the lender in their pocket, or the mortgage broker in their pocket, because these messages, where do they sit? On their cell phone. So normally when referrals happen, they're at events where people are getting together. Like we had a bunch of clients that had an influx of referrals over the Christmas season and New Year's, because everybody's getting together with their friends and their family, and they're talking about, what are you doing next year? Oh, hey, we're looking at buying a home. And those referrals are actually happening, right? Well, if somebody is referring you business and they've just either, maybe they're just remembering to send you a referral, or they've gotten your letters, or, they've got your magnet up on their fridge, or whatever it is, right? Like, they have to go home, get that information, and send it back. Well, using this, they just pull out their smartphone, and they know that they can either search their email history or look at their text message history, and they have all the information right there that they need to refer you. So they'll forward the text message, or they'll forward the email, and you get the phone call the next day. Hey, I was at baseball practice with your past customer yesterday. They referred you. Here I am. You will get more referrals when you step into this digital way of communicating with your clients. Now, here's the timing for that message. So the voicemail goes out as soon as you launch the campaign, then the text message, then the email. And again, like I said, it's normal for us to see 5 to 10% conversion ratio. So that means if you've got 100 past customers in your database, it's reasonable to assume that you're going to close 5 to 10 deals when you launch the first campaign in the CRM out. We had one client who had 54 past customers, sent that exact templated sequence out, closed 5 transactions within 90 days. And that's from getting the referral, taking the mortgage application, and actually closing the loan. This stuff works. Now, another interesting little hook that I wanted to share with you here is that if you're running any type of online lead generation, or you get a past client that sends you a referral, or if you've got realtors that are sending you leads, this is going to help you make more money. Because how many of you here on the event have trouble keeping track of all of the leads that you have and all the appointments that you're trying to book? We created this thing called the appointment show up sequence to get rid of that problem for you. So what it does is when you get a new lead that comes in and this person has said, hey, I got your name from so-and-so, I'd really like to talk to you and see if I can get qualified for a mortgage. You simply put them in the CRM and tag them with the appointment show up sequence. and it sends messages with your appointment link to get them to book a time. If they book a time, it takes them out of the sequence so that you don't continue to follow up. But this dramatically increases the number of people that set appointments with you. And it also dramatically increases the number of people that actually show up to the appointment. So again, this is an automation. All of the messages are pre-programmed inside your system. You customize them to your business, and all you have to do is tag the contacts, and it works. So when we implemented that in our system, we immediately saw a 15% bump in the number of people that were actually booking appointments and showing up with us just by putting that automation in place. Again, you've already got the leads, you've already got the contacts. It's kind of like free money. It's just a better way of following up with those people. So now, what I'm going to show you is the irresistible offer. So how many of you out there have had a realtor approach you at a networking event, or it's a realtor that you know or something like that? You get in and their basic pitch is, hey, will you give me money for marketing, or will you buy leads from me, or will you share the cost of my Zillow leads, and all of those offers that you get all of the time. So what we've done is we've reversed that conversation. So we call this the irresistible offer, because when you do it properly with a realtor referral partner that wants you to pay for their leads, it actually totally changes the conversation and makes your offer irresistible. Because when they're asking you to pay for their leads, what they're actually saying is, I need to close more business. I want to make more money. They don't want more leads. They want more business, but they don't know how to close the leads that they've already got. So just by default, they think that more leads is the answer. So what we do is, anytime you get into a situation like that, and this is how I got my start in the mortgage industry 15 years ago. So in little old Guelph, Ontario, I was 23, 24 years old at the time. Nobody would do business with me. I didn't even shave yet at that point. And it was almost impossible to get a realtor to say, hey, yeah, I'll send you my clients, until I figured out how to close deals from online marketing. That changed my career overnight. What you're doing is the exact same thing, just with an offer that's a little bit more powerful than the one that I had when I got started. So anytime any realtor approaches you about a co-marketing agreement or a co-marketing arrangement, ask them these two questions. It will totally transform the results that you get from these conversations. They actually become tremendous opportunities for you. So what you ask them is, how is it going converting your online leads right now? And most of them will tell you, hey, you know, it's good, it's great. That's why I'm paying for it. But honestly, most of the leads are low quality. You got to go through a lot of that stuff. That's why I don't like calling the leads, right? And if they're really honest, they'll say, you know, most of these leads are garbage and I'm not doing a good job of following up. So, it doesn't really matter what the answer to the first question is, because even if they're crushing it. So we've gone into real estate companies that have inside sales centers, like actually, you know, 2 shifts of 3 people per shift. They've got 6 people working every day, calling the leads. And then when you say, how's it going converting your online leads? Even in a situation like that, they'll tell you, hey, we talked to 18, maybe 19% of the leads that we're generating by cold calling them and putting them through this process. Well, you're about to show them a process that can double that response automatically without them doing any of the work. So even to these mega agents, this becomes an incredibly irresistible offer, right? So it all boils down to when you ask them question number 2, regardless of what they've said to question number 1. That doesn't really matter. What matters is question number 2. What does your lead conversion sequence look like? Maybe I can help tweak your process. And if you're talking to, you know, well, we saw the sales statistics, right? Only 10% of sales professionals follow up more than 3 times, right? So what they'll say is, well, I don't really have a lead conversion process, or I don't know, I bought a couple of pieces of software, but I never set them up. I just do it manually and I just cherry pick. I only work with the good leads, right? So at that point, you can say, well, tell you what, let me show you this system that I've got. We're getting 40 to 50% of leads to reply back. And what I'll do is I'll save all your time and I'll actually work the leads and make them go through the pre-qualification process so that you don't have to talk to anybody until we know they're an actual qualified buyer or seller. And then I'll pass them over to you. So let's take all the leads that you've already got and I'll show you how this works. And I'll tell you in a second why that's so powerful. But this is the way that this stacks out. So you get realtor number one, and let's say realtor number one is buying 100 leads a month from whatever service it is, right? That becomes your lead machine number one. By the time the numbers are all boiled down from 100 leads a month, you should be taking about 6 pre-qualifications from 100 leads. And it doesn't really matter what service you're getting them from. But if you put 100 leads in and you use the pre-done templates that are inside the CRM, you should see about 6 pre-qualifications. Now, most of those, like probably half of them, aren't going to turn into actual deals. But the point is that you're going to be able to refer them back to the realtor and say, hey, these people fit within the credit guidelines. They want to purchase a home. I've vetted them. Here you go. You can work this deal. So they've gone from really not getting any response from those leads at all. They've given you not even the new leads, but the leads from the last 90 days, and you've been able to pull out 6 free pre-qualifications for them. All of a sudden, they're like, whoa, this mortgage lender is a money machine. They can make me money from these online leads. And the most important part, they don't have to do any of the work. Now, the great thing about it is you don't have to do any of the work either. All you're doing is building the system and putting the leads into the system that we already know works, right? So what ends up happening is realtor number one really enjoys it. Then you convert realtor number two. Then you convert realtor number three. And every month, as they send you these leads, you start to stack them up and generate more and more business. So we had one client of ours went out and they had 5 realtors in the first month. All of these realtors had come to them previously and they said, hey, would you buy leads for me? And they said, no, I'm not really interested in it. They went back to them because they already had a relationship with them and said, hey, rather than me buying these leads, would you be comfortable giving me your leads that you've gotten in the last 90 days? Well, let's not buy any new ones, but the ones that you're not working anymore, just give them to me and let me see what I can do with them. Now, here's the really funky thing about that, because the real estate professional probably at this point thinks that those leads are garbage, that they're no good anymore, right? Because they're not calling them. They're not following up on them. But if you think back to the Zillow stat of a lead taking 4.4 months to actually convert, the leads that are 90 days old are actually the best quality leads that you can get from those online marketing systems. So they think that they're giving you something that's not worth anything. We now know it's actually probably the highest quality leads that are out there. They're aged, right? It's, I don't want to say they're like wine, but the older they get, oftentimes the better they get, or the more serious buyers will actually come out. So out of those 5 phone calls that he made, he was able to get 1,212 free leads, right? We all know how much people are investing in Zillow and Boomtown leads that are out there. And he got 389 inbound inquiries from the automatic communication that was going back out from leads that those realtors thought were dead. He's won all 5 of those relationships into referral partners. So in just 30 days, he was actually able to turn those relationships and get 5 new referral partners, plus over 1,000 free leads that they originally wanted him to pay for. And we're seeing mortgage professionals crush this in markets all over the place. The realtors love the offer and the leads are great once they're in the actual system. And I mean, that really comes down to how many real estate partners do you actually need, right? Like, the average realtor relationship should be worth about 6 deals a year. Like, they're going to send you a deal every other month that's going to fund. So if you really want to ramp your production up by, let's say, 24 deals a year, you only need 4 real estate partners in order to hit that goal, right? So this scales and compounds really quick. So That's our irresistible offer, something that you can take out from this presentation and implement right away. All you need is that automated sequencing inside the CRM. So now let's talk about mortgage closings from digital marketing. This is our third pathway. We've given you a database marketing system. We've given you the irresistible offer for your realtor agents or your realtor partners. Now we're going to go through digital marketing. So every digital marketing system, and this is the stuff that I really love. So I'm going to nerd out here for about 5 minutes. And what I've actually done is given you our funnel here. So you're going to see the survey. You're going to see the whole thing, nothing left behind the curtain. So every single online marketing system is made up of 3 parts. So you have interested prospects online. And Google and Facebook, and that includes Google. And Google is YouTube, Facebook is Instagram, right? So all 4 of those are all wrapped up into 2 companies, basically. They are good enough now with their artificial intelligence that they can identify when somebody starts visiting the sites and walking down the pathway of getting a mortgage. So all you have to do is go into the advertising networks. It's, Google ads, ads.google.com, or Facebook ads, ads.facebook.com. Go in there and say, hey, show my ads to people that are interested in mortgages. They'll identify those people and you start running advertisements to them. My suggestion is that you are as blunt as possible in your advertisements. And you just say, if you're looking to buy a home and you want to know how much you qualify for and what your monthly payment will be, fill out this information and we'll let you know within 24 hours, right? Just give a very solid offer, because you only want people that are actually interested in getting a mortgage to click that advertisement and become a lead. Many reasons behind that, but the main one is it's going to get you a better quality lead, but it trains the algorithm on the network, whether it's Google or Facebook, who to show the next advertisement to. And the more higher quality people you put through the funnel, the smarter it gets and the better your leads get through the system. So traffic, we're just showing ads on those networks. And then conversion, what you need is a pathway to get that person, after clicking on the advertisement, to tell you about themselves and their deal, right? Like what their credit looks like. Do they have a down payment? How much do they want to borrow? All the same questions that you would ask those people up front if they walked into your office and sat down at your desk. You want to be able to get them to give you that information online, and then give you their name, their phone number, and their email address. That's the conversion portion. Now, some people will just call you from those ads, or you can use surveys, chat bots, lead generation pages, or really you can just buy leads. And that's the conversion. Like, you're already getting their information. So some people don't even worry about the traffic portion of it. Once you get the lead, you then need to follow up with those leads using the trifecta. That's a ringless voicemail, text message, email, and if somebody's come through a chatbot, that's Facebook Messenger. So those are the 3 stages that you take somebody through to just being interested in a mortgage to actually getting a quality lead through your system. Now, this screenshot is a little bit small here, but what you can see here, this is a screenshot of one of our clients' Facebook ad campaigns. They've generated 255 leads through their system. Those leads have been $9.96 a piece, $2,540 invested in advertising for those 255 leads. Now, this is the actual advertisement that generated those responses. So this is based out of one of our clients that's in Florida, which is an incredibly saturated marketplace, but we're getting great results. So many Florida residents don't know they're qualified home buyers. Our quick mortgage pre-approval tool will let you know how much you can afford and at what rate. Get started by answering some simple questions. And then there's a little asterisk there that says, borrowers must have a minimum credit score of 550 to qualify. So once somebody clicks on that advertisement, we start asking them. Now, this is a survey, and this is built using our CRM. So we actually built a survey builder into it. We used to recommend a tool. There's a bunch of survey ones out there, but rather than having to pay $300 or $400 a month for this third-party tool that you would need, we just built it into the software and didn't increase the pricing. When you see the pricing of what you can get the software for today is, yeah, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. We've got a ridiculous discount for you today. And that includes the survey builder. So this survey is actually built inside the CRM. So when somebody fills it out, the lead automatically goes into a conversion pathway based on where they came from, right? So it starts asking them questions. Do you currently rent or own? And this is the exact process that we use to generate those leads on Facebook. When are you planning to request your home loan? And that's within 30 to 60 days, 60 to 90 days, 90 plus days, right? How much would you like to borrow? Just an estimate is fine. And then they give us how much they want to borrow. And then we ask them for their combined gross annual income, right? How much have you saved or received as a gift for a down payment? What's your estimated credit score? Are you currently working with a realtor? And then we ask them for their name, their phone number, and their email address. This is a screenshot of a lead that was generated a couple of days ago. And this shows you exactly what shows up in your email. So you get notified that you've got a new lead, and then the sales automation just goes to work for you. So it sends the ringless voicemail that you've already recorded, the text message that you've already set up, the email that you've already set up. It just automatically triggers. So that's exactly how we're generating leads from Facebook. Here's a screenshot of a Google Ads campaign that we're running for one of our clients. Again, similar ad spend. This one has $1,984.44 invested. The cost per lead on this campaign, $5.56. And this is in Toronto, Canada. Again, one of the most competitive marketplaces. We're generating leads off of Google Ads for $5.56. Our survey is converting at 15.53%. That means that 15% of the people that click the advertisement give us their contact information and all of the answers to those questions. An incredibly successful campaign. They're going through the exact same survey process, same questions, same tools, same process, same everything. The only thing that's different is the advertisements. This is what the ads look like on Google. And again, these are generating phone calls. So people can call the phone number of the person, but it also says, find out what you qualify for, brand new mortgage qualification tool. Use our mortgage deal finder tool now to find out how much home you can afford, mortgage options tailored to your needs, call for more information. So again, nothing like groundbreaking or ridiculously difficult about this. The most important part is the follow-up process, the ringless voicemail, the text message, the email that goes out. And then inside the software, you can see the leads come in, and then we track how many of those leads reply, how many apps get taken, how many fund, and how many deals get closed. And it helps you track your ROI. And again, it's normal to see 40 to 50% of the leads that you're generating from your online marketing converting into an actual conversation, like that person replying back to you. Now, I would say probably half of those are no thanks, not interested, or, I already bought a house, or I didn't fill out the form, whatever it is. That's great, because those are leads that you don't have to chase. This completely eliminates no more cold calling, no more chasing leads, no more having to worry about it. It just runs in the background. So let me ask you a couple of very important questions. Are you leaving money on the table by not making a personal connection with your past customer database? If you're not calling your database, this is the biggest no-brainer investment ever, because the ringless voicemails are just going to generate that result for you. Plus you get the text messaging, plus you get the emailing. We all know your past customer database is the lowest hanging fruit. There's immediate profitability just waiting for you there. Your referral partners, are you missing out on revenue by not working your realtors' leads for them, or not having a system in place to attract them in the first place? That irresistible offer, and just being able to go to your realtor partners and say, hey, you know what? Those online leads that you're generating, I have a system that can turn those people into pre-qualifications, and I'll take care of all that work for you. How many people can you mentally think of right now that you could get off this webinar and call and say, hey, online leads, if I can get 30% of those people to respond and talk to half of them and get pre-qualifications, would you be interested in that? How many of you could have conversations and have leads tomorrow to put into this system? It really is an irresistible offer. And then lead generation. Are you missing out on the easiest pathway to growth that's scalable because you don't have a system in place? This fixes that as well. So Again, my name's Chris Johnstone. Our software is called Connect My Leads. You may have seen videos about it online on Facebook and Instagram. We did a funky little video series in November of last year where we produced a bunch of videos and put them out there. You're actually getting access to more marketing automations because we've launched 3 new marketing campaigns since that time. We're launching one a month moving forward. There's 14 pre-done campaigns waiting for you right now when you invest today inside the software. And we'll come back to this list in just a second because we are getting people saying that they need to leave and they want to buy, so they want the link. So if you go to ciconnected.com, that's www.ciconnected.com, you can invest today. So I want to give you some brief information, then we'll come back to the campaigns. You're getting a full subscription to the CRM. So you get 1 user, you get roughly, so I believe it's 10,000 messages that you get, and we'll check that in just a second. But all those templates are in there. You get full access to the software, and away you go. You get a 30-day Kickstart campaign. So we have emails set to train you on a different part of the CRM, and you get 1 bite-sized chunk every day via email that teaches you how to use the CRM. You're also getting, when you purchase on the webinar today, a 30-minute setup call. So our concierge team is actually going to get on the phone with you one-on-one, and we're going to help you launch your first customer getting campaign. So that database activator campaign, everybody should be running that campaign, hands down. And I've actually taken time out of our account manager's days to get on the phone with you and help you launch that campaign when you invest today. Again, it's a no-brainer to invest. You close 1 deal and you're paid for years of the system. So it's very cost-effective and incredible support. So you get access to our ticket desk. You also get access to our private Facebook community that's there to help motivate you. But at the same time, it's there to give you support. So if you have any questions, you go into the private Facebook group, you ask your question, and you get a snappy response from one of our staff members that helps you with what you need. And there's a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. So if you invest today, you go through the entire thing for 30 days and you decide it's not right for you and your business, we'll give you 100% of your money back. And after that, you can still cancel at any time. So there's no 1-year contract or anything like that. It just, after that, it goes month to month. If you want to cancel, you can cancel at any time, right? So normally we charge a $997 setup fee. And then the software is $197 per month. Today, we're waiving the setup fee. That means no $997 setup. It's just $147 a month. So in order to get access to all of that today, the 14 pre-done campaigns, the Kickstart with the account manager, and access to the full software, it's just $147 today. To claim your CRM, go to ciconnected.com. That means you're saving $997 today. And over 1 year, you're saving over $600 on the software. That's $1,100 in savings. Now, I also have another special bonus for those of you that purchase today. This is for the fast action takers. This is for the people that buy the software today, okay? We're going to give you our 5-week mortgage marketing class. It's called the Mortgage Marketing Mastermind Training. It's a 5-week training on how to set up your Facebook ads, how to set up your Google ads, how to build your surveys, how to run YouTube ads. It's and how to map out how to make digital marketing and advertising work in your business. It's literally step-by-step teaching you what we do in our agency for our done-for-you clients. We've sold a boatload of that product at $997 a piece for that 5-week class. You're getting access to the entire thing for free. Today, if you buy today, that's a $997 bonus. And that brings the value when you purchase today on a $147 product, $2,097 in added value that you're getting access to today when you invest. So go to ciconnected.com and invest today. Thank you so much. So for those of you that were asking for the link, there it is. Now we'll pop into the Q&A. So if you have any questions, go ahead, type them. If you're on Facebook, type them into the Facebook chat panel down at the bottom. I'll hop onto Facebook after the event and make sure that you get answers in the comments there. If you're on the Zoom meeting, if you're one of the ones that was able to get in, you can go ahead and just type in your question on the Zoom tool, and I'll get you answers to those as well. Before we do that, I wanted to walk you through the 14 pre-done campaigns that we have waiting for you inside the software. So the first is the Past Customer Database Activator. That's a year-long referral campaign that we walked you through here today. We have a refinance blast in there. So when rates dip, this is like a cash surge in the business. It's pre-done to get you refinance deals when rates dip a little bit. So again, that goes out to your past customer database and all your old leads. Works exceptionally well. We also have for new leads, 4 new campaigns. So based on where you want to run your leads and how your leads are going to come in, we have follow-up conversion processes written for specific types of leads. The first is a free report, right? So those are for leads that are looking to buy a new home. We've got mortgage pre-approval leads from social media. So those are leads that are coming from Facebook or Instagram. And we've got lead conversions for leads and referrals from website traffic and Google advertisements. So if you don't want to run Facebook and Instagram ads, you want to run Google ads, you can do that as well. There's a duplication there. Sorry about that. On the Google ad campaigns. The next one is the automated appointment setting campaign for interested leads. So when you get a lead that actually says, hey, I'd be interested in learning more information, it follows up and actually gets those people to book an appointment. The other campaign that we have in there, the one that's duplicated there, is the appointment show up sequence. So once somebody books an appointment with you, that campaign goes out to actually get them to show up on the appointment. So it just reminds them like, hey, you booked an appointment tomorrow at noon, make sure you show up. That gets more of your applications taken because people actually show up on the appointments. For your referral relationships, we have the irresistible offer campaign. So those are the campaigns that convert Zillow, Boomtown, all of those leads. Those pre-done campaigns are in there waiting for you so that you can just take those leads, put them in, and get the same response. Again, roughly 30% of those aged leads are actually replying back to that system. We've got lead conversion campaigns for new real estate listings, for first-time home buyers, and leads from open houses. So regardless of what type of leads your realtors want you to work, we've got tools for you to work them. And we also have a campaign in there for home seller leads. And then we also have a power dialer tool. So inside there, if you're working a list of realtors, so let's say you call the same 30 realtors every Monday. Inside the tool, we have a power dialer where you can just put that list of 30 people in there. You just upload the list from a CSV, hit dial, and it'll dial them. And if somebody picks up the phone, it just connects you with them right away. It just saves you a ton of time and makes your outbound dialing much more effective. And then we also have the mortgage professional conversion campaign. So that's for people, if you're a broker or you're looking to attract new mortgage brokers or new loan officers into your branch or into your business. Inside the training, we actually have ad copy that's designed to attract people that are looking to potentially make a switch from the organization that they're in into yours. And then the follow-up sequence reaches out to them and gets them to book a consultation with you so that you can talk about the benefits of working with you at your organization. So those are the 14 pre-done campaigns. Again, we've got over $2,000 worth of bonuses for you when you invest today, and your pricing is locked in at $147 per month. Phenomenal option for you today. CIconnected.com is how to get invested today. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to answer any questions that we have. We'll go through this real snappy, and then we will wrap up. So hold on, let me get these questions pulled up. And again, thank you everybody for being here and for sticking with us. And for those of you that are purchasing right now, welcome to the program. We're really looking forward to working with you there. So Kelly says, hey, can we see the full ringless voicemail for the current database? Can you add birthdays, anniversaries, bomb, 3 years refinances, VRMs? So yes, you can add in birthdays and anniversaries. You do that as custom fields inside the system. So if you want to go through each contact and upload their anniversary date, you just create the custom field inside the software. and then you create that inside your database as a field. And then when you import it, it will map to it, and then you can go. So that's all good. And then, so BombBomb, we don't currently have BombBomb integration, but it is something that's on our roadmap for the future. And we are working on that. BombBomb videos are amazing, and we are working on that. Matt says, any chance I can get a link to a recording of this? Well, I would like to share it with my business partner. Pretty sure we're going to get a recording. Yep, the red little blinky light is going. So yes, we will have a recording. We will send it out. We'll probably only have it up and live for about a week, and then it comes down. So yes, Matt, we'll make sure that you get a recording. So let's see. Jackie says, is there an ability to download Excel spreadsheets with past clients into the software? Yes, absolutely, Jackie. You do not have to upload them one by one. You can upload a CSV, and you're all good that way. So it's very simple to get large amounts of your past customers in there. Again, I do not recommend sending to any more than 50 past customers at a time. You will get inundated if you do that. So make sure that you do not. Jamie says, the current pricing, is that today only, or do we have until tomorrow to sign up? So the bonus is today only. Our pricing is good until, I believe the cutoff on the pricing for the sales team is 7 days from today. It's either 5 or 7 days, but I mean, it's the investment is $147. You should probably just take action on it right now. Again, you're completely protected by the 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you decide it's not right for you, no problem. We'll give you 100% of your money back. But yeah, I believe it's 5 days that we've got access to that discounted pricing, and then it goes back up to $197. James says, how much usage is included in the system? That is a great question, James. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up, we have got a package here. So these are the, so you get 3,500 text messages and 1,000 ringless voicemails, unlimited email on that base package, and $147 a month. If you want to upgrade to $249 a month, there's 3 phone numbers, 7,000 text messages, 2,000 ringless voicemails, and again, unlimited email. So you get 3,500 text messages and 1,000 ringless voicemails, which is tons for the average loan officer or the average mortgage broker. So that's in there for you. All right. So give me just 1 second here. So that answers that. Sorry, just 1 second here. We'll pull this up. And we've only got a couple of questions left here, I believe. So we'll get you on with your day. And again, thanks for sticking on with us, everybody that is still with us here. So what does it take to build our own systems or own campaigns in the system? How many calls, text messages, and emails come with the monthly subscription? Okay, so we just went through the text messages and emails, but you can build as many campaigns in that CRM as you want. It's a full-blown CRM, so you can totally build your own custom sequences, all that good stuff. So Joe, it's your oyster. Once you purchase the program, it's there and ready to go for you. And again, that's CI, which stands for Connection Incorporated, CIconnected.com. And for whoever that was that just processed their purchase, again, welcome to the program. Welcome everybody that is going through with that. So Matt, yes, we will share a link to rewatch this once the recording's done. It might take us a day to get it up, but we will be sending out a recording for you. So Jamie is asking about the current pricing. So yeah, you will get 5 days at the discounted pricing, but if you buy today, you get the $997 bonus, but that's only if you purchase today. So Lourdes, yes, we'll get you a copy of the recording. Kelly's asking, what does the testimonial campaign look like? So it's the same. It's ringless voicemails, text messages, and emails. And it also, So the testimonial campaign, it includes links to your Google My Business page so that people can actually go over and leave you a Google My Business review. And it tracks the number of reviews that you get on your profile. So our software is actually able to connect to your Google My Business page, and it tracks who leaves the review. So when somebody leaves you a review, it takes them out of the sequence so that you're not badgering your past clients to leave you a review when they've already done it. And again, everybody also gets access to the Survey Builder, which comes with the software. So Jackie's asking, can we upgrade from an individual to a team later? Yes, absolutely, Jackie. You can upgrade at any time. And what we do is we take your current usage package and we'll apply it to your upgrade. So you won't, in the first month, you won't pay the full upgrade price. We'll take whatever you've paid for your monthly subscription and apply it to that for you. So that's all good. And again, that link is ciconnected.com. In order to invest today. We're really looking forward to seeing you on the inside there. Larry's asking, what is the bonus? So the bonus is a 5-week training program that you get access to all at once. So it's 5 modules, and then each module walks you through a specific way to drive traffic and leads into your business. So week number 1 is it's actually almost like a mindset exercise, but what we're doing in that module is we're saying, okay, the reason why we're working and the reason why we're in the mortgage industry is to provide for our lives and our families. And, we've all got different reasons why we're doing what we're doing, but in the end of the day, we're all here to make money so that we can have something else. I mean, there's very few people that would do the mortgage industry for free, right? So even though we get to help people and it's an amazing business to be in, we're here to get paid. So, what we do is we say, okay, what does your ideal life look like? What do you really want your life to look like? Like, for instance, in the background, there's 35 surfers out there surfing this sweet surf break, and I was out there this morning, right? What do you want your life to look like, and how much does that cost? Then I walk you through this really cool exercise of determining how many mortgages you need to fund in your business in order to actually make that a reality. Then once you've got an actual clear picture of how many deals you need to do in your business in order to hit that income target, we can work backwards to how many leads are you going to have to generate in order to fund that number of mortgages. And we start with your past customer database. How big is your database? How many deals can you get from there? Okay, great. Do you want to work with realtors? Great. Okay. How many realtors would you need to fill it in? And then the final portion is advertising. How many ads are we going to need to run to generate the leads in order to generate the deals in order for you to have the lifestyle that you want from the business that you've got? Once we've got that framework all done in week number 1, then we start building on top of that and saying, okay, here are the different pathways that you can go out to get more deals. So week number 2 is actually how to do the database marketing. Week number 3 is how to do realtor marketing. Week number 4 is Facebook, and week number 5 is Google. I believe that's the way that it's broken down. But it's an information program, but it's transformational. We've literally seen people go through that product and come out the other end with, hey, my mortgage business is different, and the way that I look at it is completely different, and I've got a plan to get what I want out of my mortgage business. It's about freedom, really, at the end of the day. And we're giving it away because it is very impactful, and we want you to be successful, and we want you to be happy, and it's going to help you do that. So that's what the bonus is. So Jamie says, does the software boost your Google page at all? So that you would show up on the top in searches? So no, it doesn't do that. There's a lot of people out there that say, hey, our software gets you reviews and that boosts you in the search engines. Like, I know enough about search engine optimization that that's a pretty big reach to make that promise. It takes on-site optimization, content, backlinking. Like, there's other technical things that have to happen in order for you to move up the rankings. Ratings and reviews is just one of them, and they're not powerful enough to do it on their own. Does the software get you 5-star ratings and reviews on Google automatically from your past customers? Yes. Will that necessarily move you in the rankings? Most likely not. But if you're going to do the other steps, or I mean, obviously our SEO program is a phenomenal deal. We'll do all of the rest of it for you. We'll write your content. We'll optimize your website. We'll build all the backlinks. We'll reach out to the people in your local marketplace that you need backlinks from. So if you want more information about that, just email support@connectionincorporated.com. They can get you information on that. But getting the ratings and reviews will definitely help. So if somebody Googles your name, they'll be able to read those ratings and reviews. That will make a difference. And sorry, I wasn't trying to be blunt there, but I want you to be like, I want you to have a realistic expectation of what it is. Great. And then we've covered the $9.97 offer. Lance says, how many users are included in the system? So there's one user on the base account at $147. And then if you upgrade, we include 3 users. We have packages where you can put your whole office or your whole company on the software and have individual users for each. And if you'd like that, once you're on the inside, it all starts with the $147 investment. Build the campaigns, see that it works, and then you can upgrade your subscription from there. So Joe says, can it clone my phone number, or is it an out of area number? So it is an in area number, but not your phone number. So we're able to get phone numbers from your zip code or postal code, whatever it is. But it won't be your number that's sending out the messages because the software can't track. So what if I serve multiple zip codes? That's cool. You can just get, you can put different numbers into the systems for different campaigns that are inside the system. So you can have 5 different marketing campaigns with 5 different zip codes on them, all running out of one software program or license. And so that's all good. Susan asks, what if I already have a CRM? And the answer to that is, so this is a marketing CRM. This isn't going to help you process your loans or connect all the loan processing software and all that kind of stuff. This is just to get you customers that are submitting applications, and then you put those into Jungo or whatever other system it is that you're using. But this is just about marketing, and I recommend having 2 of them. One that's generating marketing, and then one that's actually, funding and processing your deals. Because if you're running advertisements on Facebook and Instagram and Google and YouTube, we know the majority of those leads don't close. So you don't want to clutter up your main CRM and pay for the usage on sending messages out to all of those people when eventually you're going to want to cleanse those out of the CRM. So this is a great way to keep your main CRM, your main database clean while you work those leads. So Joe, yes, multiple phone area codes inside one account. You're all good to go there. The question is, do you integrate to other CRMs like pre-approvals? So anything that Zapier connects to, we can connect to. So it's got a full pull and push integration feature through API, and we use Zapier to power that. So if it can connect to Zapier, we can talk to it. So that helps with that. And again, congratulations to whoever it is that has actually a couple of purchases coming in through that diatribe. For those of you, welcome. We are thrilled to have you, and we're looking forward to working with you. And with that, looks like we've got all those taken care of. So once again, the link here is CIConnected.com. Go ahead, click that link, invest today. We are really looking forward to working with you and hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Again, my name's Chris Johnstone. I'm the president of Connection Incorporated, and we're really looking forward to helping you take your mortgage business to the next level. And one final question here: can we increase the SMS and voicemail number of messages? Yep, absolutely. So you can upgrade the package, and we have different numbers of messages that can be sent at each level that comes in through the software. So again, thank you everybody for being here today. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and we will see you on our next training. Again, my name is Chris Johnstone. Much love, and I'll see you around.